on in. We have Campbell here, and she has a question for you about some kind of social, awkward moments. I'll let her explain.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
So Greensboro has a lot of museums, but it has even more American history buffs. Problem is, I'm not one. Whenever I'm in circles of people talking about history, my eyes get wide and I panic. I pray that no one will ask me about historical topics, so what I do is I just avoid eye contact and I head straight to the bar. But I need a better strategy. What should I do if I find myself in a conversation with a history buff that goes over my head?
I want you to look right at the person and do this right here. They ask you something about the past. You say, I don't really care for slavery.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Yes, oh my God. Oh, yeah.
It works every damn time. That's what I do when I'm sitting around a bunch of socialites and they start talking about the past and stuff. That's my line. I just say it and walk off. I have my little drink in my hand. I just say it and walk off. I don't really care for slavery and walk off and leave them sitting. I don't give a damn if they talking about Christopher Columbus. I don't give a damn if they talking about a treaty. I don't give a damn about an amendment, a bill. I don't care what the subject is. It could be prohibition. I don't care what the subject is. When you get through saying it, and I don't know what the hell you talking about, my favorite line is, I don't give a damn about slavery, and walk off.
I gathered y'all because we were blessed enough to get away. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't never going back. They killed my family, which destroyed me. They raped them, hung them, beat them, and I saw it with my own eyes. From this day forward, we create our own freedom. Not the freedom they allow us every Sunday, bow down to some white man we never knew before we came over here. Bubba Ray uncle told him how to read, ain't that right, Bubba Ray?
Yep.
And with that verse you read, Deuteronomy 28:6, they say Israel will go into slavery off a slave ship. Now either we got some otherworldly twisted scheme, or we got something real spiritual going on here, brother. Real spiritual. Everybody saying the Most High be up in their little church, when the Most High be the power of the universe. Might wanna change, cause I might get on your bleeping nerves. Acts 17:24 if you need the verse. The same people who tied us up and rope beat us. After we arrived, he on boat Jesus. Cause we ain't followed the law, sharks followed the ships, and you was sharp food. If you was old, a rebel or sick, try not to get sold, won't let that barcode show. Rather be in a chokehold than the cargo hold. Hit my sisters in the room and they begging for some mercy. I ain't ate in 3 weeks, but I'm dying cause I'm thirsty. Can't get no rest, ain't nowhere to use a restroom. Feeders in the porta potty, sleeping in the cesspool. But I'm a grown man, I got too much intellect. Came up with a plan and I plan to put it in effect.
Well, we don't believe the Christianity that they gave us in our neighborhood. The Christianity they gave us in our neighborhood came over here from Europe. It's pagan worship. It's witchcraft. Okay? If you want to find Christ, the first thing you have to do, young man, you have to tear down everything they taught you as a kid. Everything they taught us off the ships was against us.
You had to be where they wanted you to be. If your brother was too weak, it was your spot to fill in. If you didn't eat when they wanted you to eat, they would grab a hammer, hold your face, and then knock your grill in. I gotta use it, but the brother under me was eating. I pray it don't get up in his lunch. And up above it was a little girl sleeping, and she can't help the fact that it's her time of the month. I thought I had some intellect, but now I'm wore out. I'd rather just give them respect. Then maybe they'll take this joke up off my neck, or let me out the cargo so I can stretch. I hear some brothers saying that they gonna fight back, but I'm too weak every hour, so I need a nap. The only way up out of this is with some force, y'all. Rather die like a warrior than a warthog.
good and evil? Satan. Yes, sir, Chaplain Gill, but since neither one of us are God, I don't think neither one of us are in any position to say who's good and who's evil. Why did you just ask your question? You were discussing the disciples. What color were they? I don't think we know that, sir. But they were Hebrews, were they not? That's right. As was Jesus. Jesus was also a Hebrew. Why don't you just ask your question? What color were the original Hebrews? I have told you that we don't know that for certain. Then you can't believe for certain that Jesus was white.
Save the baby!
The same thing that the white man has done for himself and his kind. If our people could if we could be cured of our slave mentality that was indoctrinated into us during slavery, we would realize that just as the white man can do these things for himself and his kind, we can get together in unity and harmony and do the same thing for ourselves and our kind.
Go.
Our second major finding, even black children as a whole have some bias toward whiteness, far less than white children.
She's the smart child. And why is she the smart child?
Because she is white.
Okay, show me the dumb child. And why is she the dumb child?
Because she pets.
Well, show me the ugly child. And why is she the ugly child?
Because she's black.
Show me the good-looking child. And why is she the good-looking child?
Because she's light-skinned.
In other words, their ideas change little from age 5 to 10.
Ordinarily, by the time children are older, there's this sort of a natural filter, their own ways of thinking sort of aids them in sort of rethinking the extreme stereotypic sort of responses to become less highly biased.
That left Professor Spencer wondering what's causing this pattern. He speculates that kids are bombarded by stereotypical messages and that adults in kids' lives have to fight to override the deluge.
The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantations, status on plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on the hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair.
Perhaps God is speaking to us, to tell us to wake up. And why can't you recognize that the problems in America created by black people, that for the most part, white people have gotten over any indifference towards black people. And that this is a great nation. It's the greatest one that ever was. There's only been one other nation, that's Eden, paradise, that's greater than this nation. Why can't black people stand up and say, praise God for the opportunity to live in America? Why can't black people stand up and say, we need to go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and fall down on our knees and praise God for the 600,000 white soldiers that shed their blood and died on battlefields in Antietam, in Gettysburg, in Fredericksburg, and Vicksburg? Why can't we praise God for those 600,000 deaths and say thank you to the white families, to the white mothers who gave their white sons to die in the battle over slavery? Why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? Why can't we? Why can't black people say that?